Yeah, really disappointing from our point of view. First half was good. I thought the first 20 we matched them as we expected. They scored a goal, probably deserving to lead 1-0 at half time. We came out, started the second half with a tactic, and we didn't do it. We defended poorly. We probably could have scored 4 or 5 ourselves second half. We pressured them defensively as we planned to do, and we created chances because of that. But defensively we were poor, and I'm sure the replays will show some really poor goals conceded. I think they probably had maybe 10 good chances, we probably had 6, but we were poor. Yeah. You need to play sensibly as well, I think, and we spoke about when New South Hobart played fairly direct, they like to knock balls in behind. We looked to address that on transition. We spoke about getting our shot back quickly, we didn't do it. You don't need to park the bus, and we certainly created chances, but we just didn't defend well, and that was the issue. We just made it far too easy. I think the last goal, Andy Brennan's, was a cracker. The first goal was well hit. The rest were just absolute gifts. And we had 3 1-on-1s in the second half, which, 6-3 you would have thought, yeah, we were crap, but 6-3, we had the chance to score the goals. I thought South Hobart were actually kind of disappointed defensively. I thought we pressured them and they were poor defensively. The keeper struggled with the ball at his feet. We pressed him, we knew that was going to be the issue. But you can't defend like that and expect to get anything out of the game. Credit to South Hobart, I think that you could see in terms of ability, I don't think there was much between the players. South Hobart finishing was better, which was a big difference. Excellent. Yeah. I think, the NPCA being a dual-purpose ground, we couldn't play there, and then it became, a lot of the grounds in Launceston don't take water at all well, so Birch Avenue, which is the other likely place to play, wouldn't have stood up to the game either. The Riverside, apparently, the West County Council wouldn't let us have, so only on prospect nights they couldn't get hold of it, apparently, so this is where it ended up. In hindsight, we would have gone to Hobart and played if we'd known how much messing about it was, because we didn't want to bring South Hobart down to Ulverston, and we didn't want to travel to Ulverston necessarily ourselves, but in the end, that was all to do. So apologies for that, but sure travelling home nicely with a win on the board. And South Hobart, just the dedication. You can see the will to win, to go for 61 games unbeaten and still be hungry, I think is amazing, and that's just a credit to the players who are really dedicated. And we saw the difference today in preparation. I think we trained twice this week, and I get players training 100% of the time, 2 nights a week, but they're training 3 or 4 nights a week, and you can see the difference in terms of intensity. We couldn't push South Hobart back far enough because we didn't have the legs to do it. But we're fit enough to win our league. We've done the last 2 years. We're more than fit enough to win our league. But to play South Hobart, you need to be that bit stronger and fitter, and we aren't. And it's very hard to go from our level in our league to then step up another 30% if you don't need to. I don't know, you need the statewide competition. It's where you want your players to be. The issue for us, I think, is we haven't got enough good juniors to support us at the moment. We haven't got enough good players beyond the senior squad, which will make it difficult. But there are issues around travel finance. What happens to our reserves? Do they get sent back to the Northern League? With the State League reserves? I doubt the State League reserves. So that's one of the issues. What happens to the clubs who aren't in the Premier League? So people like Ulverston, I imagine, wouldn't make it. So what happens to them playing in a weakened Premier League? Because they produce really good players, Braden Mann, etc. They've got some really good kids. So where do they go?
That's it. If the sides who join the State League don't still have a representative side in the Northern League, the Northern League loses its impetus, doesn't it?
And as a development league as well, where do the kids go? Do clubs like Ulverston bring players through for 10 years and lose them to Devonport because Devonport is State League? We need some sort of statewide competition. I sort of favour a Champions League format where the top 4 from each season play off as a round robin during the course of the season, so that way you get 3 games against other Hobart sides. Because we need it, and that was the issue today. We haven't had enough strong opposition come into this sort of game, and you can see that it's a mental thing. Mentally we fatigued mentally, I think, in the second half. But we need to improve the standard because the standard's not good enough.
Can't speak highly enough of South's ability to maintain that over this period of time. And Ken's been there for a while now, and his ability to stay focused and keep himself up, to keep the boys up as well, it's outstanding. We've only been doing it 2 years, and you already feel, people have already won the league, and it's hard for them to say, do we need to do more next year because we've already won the league. We've won the league 2 years in a row, so it's hard to get them to want to take that next step.
Well, I thought it was a good game of football in difficult conditions. Pitch was maybe a little bit bumpy and tight. for the two sides because both sides wanted to play, build it up from the back. But I thought we were a lot stronger than them today at the ball. In their back third, we were able to press them high up the field, and I think that's why we got our rewards.
Andy scored a hat-trick, which is good.
Yeah, he's sharp, Andy, and the left back was pushing on a little bit, so there were spaces where he was getting 1v1 on Sammy Luck, and again that was good areas for us to exploit. So yeah, I think all in all everything went well for us, and we were able to work their defenders and put them under pressure, and we scored some good goals.
The difficult conditions, the ground's a bit bumpy, so it's pretty hard. But at first half it was pretty hard. They were all cramming into us, so we couldn't really play out. But then second half I thought it opened up a lot more, so I was happy to score a goal. 3, so that's good.
Great win against Northern Rangers up north, 6-1. What were your thoughts after that game, Ken?
Absolutely delighted because it was a long trip. When we first got there, it was a little bit wet and drizzling pretty heavily, so we thought conditions might be difficult, but actually it slicked the pitch a little bit and made it playable. The ground looked a bit small, but maybe that was because there was a lot of space around the outsides of it. Surface a little bit uneven, but playable without a doubt, so a little bit apprehensive at first, but once we got into the game I was very happy, and I thought we played the conditions very well and played Rangers very well. Rangers are a good footballing side, and I just thought we handled the conditions and Rangers a little bit better than they handled us. But never, nothing need be said about them. They are a good side.
Was the result a reflection of the two leagues, do you think, Ken?
It's difficult to say. I think at the moment, without a doubt, the top teams down here are perhaps ahead of the teams up there. But, Rangers and Devonport are certainly in the mix. I haven't seen a lot of prospect nights, but I think the top 4 sides up there as well are very competitive. We played well. We created a lot of chances and we scored 6 goals, and it could have been more. But Rangers could have had a couple on the break.
So now Devonport, Taroona, yourselves and Olympia in the semi-finals. Who would you like to get out of that pick?
Well, I'm not really bothered who we get, but I would like a home draw. I think South Hobart's probably one of the better grounds at this time of the season, and to get on a good surface and a home crowd behind us would be beneficial.
And obviously back to the league action this weekend against Glenorchy Knights. What are you looking to do in this game?
Well, 3 points again. We have a few changes. Huey Ludford's missing. We're going to rest Tommy Roach. He's got an ankle soreness, so we feel just to give him a break now. He's had a really hard season, a brilliant season so far, so we'll just give him a little break, and that gives us a chance to blood 1 or 2 more youngsters as well. Pottsman might come into the lineup, and John Foley, so it will be a young squad again.
And hoping for Andy Brennan to get another hat-trick maybe?
Yeah, I mean, Andy's in super form at the moment, and he's got lots of confidence. But so is the front 3. Johnny Lowe's performances have been super. He's holding the ball up well, playing little feeder passes through for Liam and Andy, and causing all kinds of problems. And little Shay Hickey's come in and done a really good job as a midfield playmaker as well. So I think we'll create chances, that's for sure.
And how's the team covered for the loss of Costa?
Well, I don't think we've missed them. Having said that, Costa is a brilliant player and has been a brilliant player for us with some super performances. But we have players who have come in and have done a great job. Liam's been fantastic in the role on the left. So at this stage we haven't missed him.
Hi guys, you're all in the Morton Soccer School development squad?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Very good. It's very good. I like it.
You're enjoying it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's your favourite bit of the training?
Everything. I just like it all. Just training every day. It's a lot of fun. Passing. And
Hard work. Yeah.
Yes.
Training every day.
Passing?
Yes.
And generally, how have you felt it's improved your game? Or
Yeah, I think definitely.
Definitely
has
the
improved.
fitness side.
Yeah.
I've definitely gotten a lot fitter.
Yeah, it's good for your game.
what about your skill level?
Skill level, it's good for.
Raises it.
Yeah, things raise it.
Have you
Yeah,
learned any tricks and terms?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we try putting it into practice.
Around the world.
The
Around
game
the world.
juggling.
Yeah. So how do you apply it in the game situation then?
I think you just need to be calm and confident, and just if you don't do it, just try again and get it right. Yeah, just keep trying.
And how do you find Ken?
I think
Good coach.
Yeah?
very determined.
Very determined. Yeah. Not too scary?
No, not too strict, but not too slack. I think he's a very good coach.
Thank you very much. Good luck with the
Thank you.
games on the weekend.
Yeah, thanks.